How's all you guys doing? Been a while since I've seen you, ain't it? Because I've started my seasonal job, so I'm hot. Which we're fixing to get to that. But I started my seasonal job, so my time, is limited to what I can do. I'm not really working long hours. It's just time I get back here and take care of Russ and do the things I need to do. I'm ready to kind of lay down and go to bed. But today I got a project. First, let's check on old Rusty Russ. There's old Rusty Russ. He's hot. I got the fan blowing on him. This place is destroyed right now, but it's destroyed for a reason. I just broke camp and went to town to pick up a package I ordered. Yeah, it's hot in here, and I went and got me a portable AC. Now I know already some of y'all thinking, well, won't you use that AC? Because this is 1970 technology, and I'm hooked up to electricity right now. Let's back up a little bit. I'm hooked up to electricity right now. The job I'm working, like most of them, has provided me with a free campsite with electricity and everything. So, ideally, you would think I would use the factory roof air, but I don't trust it. It's 1970 technology, and I already know I have a little bit of an issue with the electric motor, the fan motor in it. So I just don't feel comfortable using it. Now I could probably use it while I was here, but I don't want to go off to work, leave it on, especially with Russ in here, and that motor shorts out or catches on fire or whatever. I don't trust it, so I'm not going to use it. So that brings me to point 2, paragraph 3, section C, subsection 4. I ordered me a portable AC. I just literally opened it up. Went and picked it up this morning. I broke camp and drove the RV. I've been riding my scooter around here, just to clarify. This thing's been set and haven't been driving it. But this morning I broke camp to go to town and do my laundry and pick this thing up. This will be just a little bit too much for the scooter. It comes up almost to my big old fat belly. So yeah, and it's 50 something pounds. So that'd been too much for a little scooter. But anywho, I'm gonna quit yit yapping. We're gonna unbox this thing and get her set up. Because Rusty's hot. So what do you do when you're hot? You go up there and lay in the sun. Silly old dog. Alright, let's get started on this. Alright, the first thing I took out of the box, you have to overlook the mess. Whenever you're set up camp for a long time and then you move, or at least me anyway, I just pile things in the sink and so stuff won't fall. But the first thing I took out was this. I think I know what that is. That goes on the back of the AC. I haven't looked yet. Then we got this fancy Gugami. I don't know what that is. Then we have the vent hose, which you can stretch it out, so it's way longer than that. Then you got some trash we don't need. That's the power cord, but obviously it's connected to the unit. So then we have a remote control and instructions. I need a remote. I don't need instructions. Well, I probably do need instructions. I just don't want the instructions. So I'm going to remove this big piece of foam. And let me say, you can get this particular unit at Walmart for $225 plus tax. Well, let me back up. You can get it in Minnesota for $225 plus tax. At the time I was looking for one, Walmart's, I looked at 2, both of them sold out of stock. I knew hot weather was coming. I knew I wanted one, so I ordered this off Amazon for $230, I think it's like $228 or $238, something like that, plus shipping, which brought it to $255. So I paid $25 more. Well, not really, because that $225 is shelf price at Walmart. You would have to add tax. But either way, I did pay a little bit more. So check your local Walmarts. They've got this particular unit, Roswell, and they have Black & Decker, I noticed, right on the shelf if they're in stock. Or you can get these off Amazon. I'm gonna have to pause this. Let me pause this and get this big old sucker out of this box. There's no way I can do this one-handed. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the unit out of the box. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I noticed something. This thing is 55 pounds. I struggled you know, because I'm in an RV. I don't have a lot of clearance. So I struggled and grunted, smashed my finger twice, and dropped it on my foot to get this thing out of the box. All right, stay with me here. Struggled, get out of the box. Went to throw the box away. I took it out of here, had to lift it up. Went to get the box out of my way to throw it away. That's all I had to do. Just had to pick the box up. That's all I had to do. So, you know, you don't have to pay a lot. Sometimes you just gotta pay attention. Okay, I skipped a lot of steps with you guys because there just wasn't enough room with Rusty, that thing trying to set it up, and me in here. I'm not done yet. I've got it set between the driver's seats. It's already making a difference in here. Let me see. It's showing it's 80. I don't know if you can see that. It's showing it's about almost 84, 85 degrees in here. Russ. That's the reason I didn't record a lot of it. I just tripped over him just then. But yeah, I'm not done. I've got it out the driver's window, which I've got to you know, seal the sides of it up there. I had to do some customizing. That I should have showed it to you, but that piece that comes, well, here's the other half of it. This piece, this long piece right here, there's actually two. They slide inside of each other, so you can put it, you know, long ways in the window or close the window down on it or something like that. That don't work for me because my windows are concave, so to speak. So that wouldn't work there. I decided to put it right here, and I had to cut it down. But that's okay. So I just noticed something. That thing's tilted back, so if it rains, water may try to come in. I can work on that. We'll work on that in a minute. So I put it between the seats. Now obviously this ain't long, or you know, something you'd set up overnight. I mean, you could, but it would be so aggravating. This is when you're going to be sitting somewhere long term. Like I'm going to be here working a seasonal job for a while. Maybe if you go to quartzsite, you know, most people spend a month, 2 months, you know, 3 months in the desert. You can set it up. You know, situations like that. It's not something you'd be dragging in and out every afternoon when you stop. But anyhow, the air is super cold coming out of it. It feels so good. I mean, it was hot here while I was putting this together, and it already feels, I mean, it feels quite comfortable. So anyhow, let me finish. I'm gonna go outside and finish doing that part, and then we'll come back and show it to you. All right, people. Whew, feels good in here already. Of course, I am sitting right in front of it. Got the window covered, got that done. Had to go outside and make a, because there is a small gap where the window doesn't roll all the way up. So what I did, this looks white, but that's one of them silver, you know, like sunshade things you put in your window. That's all that is. We're just seeing the back side of it. But I trimmed it off because it was actually, I bought two. I bought one that goes in the windshield, and then I bought another one and cut it in half so I could do cover my side windows. They're a little bit long. It actually comes down to about the door handle, which is perfect because I cut it off to where it come up to the top of that pipe and cover the bottom. And then that piece I cut off, I went outside and fixed it on the outside and sliced up, you know, 2 slits to where to make it like a flap. So when this air conditioner is blowing, you know, it's a flap, kind of like a dryer vent or something of that nature. And then when the air shuts off, that little flap comes back down to keep the rain and stuff, you know, from coming in. I think it's going to work. I'm going to have to do some tweaking, you know, some minor adjustments around there and make sure everything's sealed. But I think I'm really pleased with it. I think it's going to work good. Let's see what the temperature is. Of course, it was really hot in here. What was it? I don't even remember, 84 or something like that. You can't really see it on camera. It don't look like it's come down much by the thermometer, but I tell you what, it feels great in here. Yeah, I got it cranked down on 61. And it's blowing nice cold air too. I'm not, you know, I don't think you could freeze water in front of it. I'm not saying that. But it's 300 times better than just no fan, you know, box fan blowing. That feels awesome. And I believe once I get it, yeah, excuse the mess. I believe once I get it cooled down in here, trust me, it's really hot. You know, like I said, I broke camp, I went to town, Did my laundry. This thing sitting in the Walmart parking lot while I was in there getting a few groceries, and so it got really hot in here. Now, I even left the windows down for Rusty. This is like a really nice town. I don't feel like anything will get stolen around here. I don't know how to describe the town. You just have to come here and meet these people. They're really nice. You can just leave stuff laying around. I don't mean, you know, like trash or something, but like your bicycles, or people leave their kayaks laying beside the river and leave, and nobody bothers anything around here. So back to the point, when I was at Walmart, I left the windows down to help Rusty the best I could to stay cool while I was in there running around, and it still got really hot in here. I kind of felt bad when I come back. I was shocked how hot it was. This fiberglass body, you know, this camper's not aluminum or nothing. It's all fiberglass, and it just radiates that heat. There's really no insulation in here. Well, there is on the sides, but up here on the roof, there's really no insulation. It's just fiberglass, and you can tell it when the sun's shining. So back to the point before I start rambling. Man, I got a mess clean up in here. This place is destroyed. But it's doing really good, and it's 80. Oh, I just looked a while ago. I think it's 88 degrees right now. Not super sunny. It's kind of partly cloudy. Sun, you know, comes and goes, pops in and out, but it's warm out there. The only difference here, there's no humidity, so you don't just drown in sweat. You know, it's kind of like quartzite. For the ones of you who go to quartzite, it's kind of like that. But anywho, I'm really thankful. Thank the Lord. Let me get this air conditioner. It just feels amazing. Here comes the sun back out. See, it was this cloudy a second ago. Now, see how it got real bright. But anywho, and them visors make a big difference too. I've got a partition I can put right here, but you know, when I'm parked long term, I like to just block the windows because it makes it feel bigger. You know, it gives me more room. Anywho, got the AC going. Old Rusty seems to be happy already. Can you see him? He's already stretched out on the floor. His hair is nice and cool, so I feel good for my buddy now. And that was the main reason, now that I said that, that was the main reason I bought this portable AC. Me personally, I could deal with it. You know, it's no fun, but the heat, I can deal with it, you know. Especially that I'm working this job now. I'm in an air-conditioned building, so during the hottest part of the day, I'm in the air conditioner. Then at night it cools off, you know, I come home, so it's nice and cool. But Rusty's the main reason I bought this. I can't leave my old buddy in here in the daytime that's suffering, you know, hot and can't breathe. And that, you know, I leave the windows open, the big windows on the side, like behind me here. I leave them open when I can, but these past few days it's been raining or a chance of rain, so I didn't want to leave them open. Just so nothing would get ruined in here, you know, raining here. And I can't do that to Russ, you know, I just can't do it. So I had to go buy an AC and get old boy comfortable. I had to do it for my buddy. So either way, when I leave here, just to be honest about it, this thing's going to be a nuisance. When I start traveling again, this thing's going to be kind of aggravating. It's going to be in the way. But for right now, it's worth it. It's, you know, I'll sell it or give it away, or I'll throw it in the dumpster or something, you know. It's well worth the money to keep my old buddy nice and cool. So anywho, that's about it. I had big plans of showing you the great install, but there's just not enough room in here with me and Russ, and trying to move this thing around, it just wasn't enough room. It would have been a circus, so I just, you know, I didn't do it. So anyhow, we got her in here. Everything's looking good. Air feels awesome. It's still a little warm in here, but the air around me, man, it feels so good in here. I'm already tickled to death with it. But you can touch like the seats, like here. They still got a little. They're not hot, but they still got a little warmth to them. So we still got to cool everything down in here. But once we do, there's gonna be penguins and snow, and Santa Claus is gonna be. It's gonna be cold. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be cold. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off here. Try to clean this mess up. It's destroyed in here. I got stuff just thrown everywhere. Anywho, try to get this cleaned up, and till me and Rusty sees you next time. God bless you.